Investigators revisit scene of police shooting in Old Harbour Bay. As the Terminal Road community continues to reel from the aftermath of a double police killing on Saturday, investigators made another visit to the scene of the incident on Monday to gather further evidence. Bailey and Mackenzie, both tradesmen, were killed in an alleged shootout with police. While police asserted that the men initiated the confrontation with them, residents disputed their claim, alleging the victims were murdered. Senior Superintendent of Police Christopher Phillips responded to community concern, acknowledging the discovery of additional spent shells by residents. This prompted the return of the investigators and Independent Commission of Investigations INDECOM to reassess the scene. As detectives cornered off the area for further processing, tension escalated within the community. Residents took to the streets once more, blocking roads with burnt tires and debris, demanding justice for Bailey and Mackenzie. Man charged for allegedly stabbing motorists who refused help with flat tire. A St. James man has been charged for allegedly stabbing a motorist who refused his help along the Coral Gardens main road in the parish on March 16. 23-year-old David Phillips, otherwise called Brother, of Grange Pen, Lilliput, St. James, has been charged with wounding with intent. The Coral Gardens police say about 9:30 a.m., a man stopped along the roadway to change his tires when he was approached by Phillips, who offered to assist. When the man refused, Philip allegedly proceeded to inflict several stab wounds to the man's body. Police personnel who were nearby and witnessed the knife attack intervened. They arrested Phillips and assisted the man to hospital where he was treated. Phillips was charged on Sunday after statements were recorded. The court date is being finalized. JFJ calls on House Speaker to reverse decision to return two AG reports sent to Parliament without being tabled. Jamaicans for Justice is calling on Speaker of the House of Representatives Juliet Holness to reverse her decision to return the two Auditor General's report that were reportedly sent to Parliament without being tabled. It's reported that the House Speaker sent back two reports from the Auditor General Department without tabling them. Executive Director of the JFG, Jackson, said the House Speaker had no discretion under the law to return the reports without tabling them. She said the situation also begs the question of why the House Speaker took so long to return the reports. Ms. Jackson said the actions of the House Speaker may also undermine the constitutional authority of the Auditor General.
From our reading of Section 30, it provides the House Speaker with no discretion whatsoever. To be very clear for the listeners, what Section 30 of the FAA provides is that when there is an audit of accounts, then the Auditor General would then provide those reports to the line minister. If the line minister does nothing with the reports within a 2-month period, then the Auditor General would then submit the reports to the House Speaker, and the House Speaker must table those reports to the House of Representatives without delay. Whether or not the House Speaker intentionally or unintentionally may have caused further delay of critical transparency reports that ought to be made to the House of Representatives, ought to be made to the public, those reports have now been delayed. Those are questions that the House Speaker must answer to. What was the reasoning why those reports were delayed for several months before returning them to the Auditor General? And to be very clear, from JFJ's perspective, those particular reports do not fit within the context of what Section 30 of the FAA allows for. To be very clear, we also opine that the Auditor General, as you very well know, is a constitutional authority, and the delaying of the tabling of these reports may very well undermine the constitutional authority provided to the Auditor General, and that is a very concerning action that may very well be a threat to the good governance of how things have been operating in the House.
JCF launches patrol division to bolster public safety. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF has launched a Beat Officer Patrol Division BOPD. The rollout of the division, which aims to bolster public safety and strengthen community policing efforts, began on Monday morning in the Kingston and St. Andrew metropolitan area. It will fall under the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, led by Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP Gary Mackenzie. ACP Mackenzie says the division has started with approximately 150 officers, but will see more personnel being added in short order. He explained that the BOPD will focus on several key objectives including high visibility, reassurance, and community engagement. He added that there are plans to the expansion of the BOPD in other urban centers across the country.
The Beat Officer Patrol Division is the newest division within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It is a part of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement branch. This division was launched this morning, and the officers have been on the street, and I'm quite confident that they have so far been impactful. Of course, we knew of a beat on foot patrol before. However, there is a conceptual and operational difference with this particular division in the sense that the beat will be managed with a combination of foot and bicycle to include e-bikes as well. When it comes on to managing densely populated areas such as commercial spaces and townships, especially the business district, it is of importance that the police have a proximity and intimate touch, and police officers on beat generally makes a difference, and the research has shown that the police officers that make up this particular division are young officers who are energetic, who are committed, and of course they are trained to do the job.
Speaker Holness accuses House Clerk of gross dereliction of duty regarding handling of Auditor General's reports. Speaker of the House Juliet Holness has accused Clerk of the Houses of Parliament, Valerie Curtis, of gross dereliction of duty in relation to the handling of reports submitted by the Auditor General's Department, AGD. In a letter to Curtis dated March 22, 2024, Holness claimed that the clerk's action brought the Parliament into disrepute. The letter comes amid increasing public criticism of a ruling by the Speaker last November dealing with how reports from the Integrity Commission and the Auditor General will be treated. Holness' letter is not very clear on the allegations against Curtis, but she referred to several correspondence between the clerk and the Auditor General. In referring to correspondence between the clerk and the Auditor General, Holness told Curtis that the aforementioned references underscore the point that subsequent reports received from the Auditor General were in breach of the ruling made to the House of Representatives on November 7, 2023. Additionally, your failure to adhere to the said ruling and applicable procedures amount to the gross dereliction of duty and as such has brought the institution into disrepute. This latest development also comes following news last week that 2 Auditor General reports were sent in December 2023 and January this year were returned to the Auditor General's Department for alleged failure to comply with the ruling of the House. Auditor General Pamela Manuel Ellis told reporters that she would be resubmitting the reports to Gardner House. In a statement on Friday, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Horace Chang said as of today, there were no outstanding reports for the Integrity Commission or Auditor General to be tabled in Parliament. But Manuel Ellis later revealed to reporters that 2 reports were sent to Parliament on December 28 and January 29 were returned by the parliamentary leadership to her department on Friday, which took the Auditor General's Department by surprise. The first report, which is a special audit of the Financial Services Commission (FSC), was returned by Parliament to the office 84 days later, or nearly 3 months after the report was sent to the legislature for tabling. The second report, which is Special Audit of Tax Administration Jamaica, was sent back 54 days, or nearly 2 months, after Parliament received the report for tabling. The issue took on public attention after Opposition Leader Mark Golding last week Tuesday demanded tabling of outstanding reports. Contacted by reporters for a response to the letter, Curtis declined to comment, only stating, "I cannot respond to it until I've seen it, and when I've seen it, I think about it." Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.